Because it's for free.
This public money is free as well. It doesn't know the cost. I understand what you're saying. It's free because they don't pay for it. Because it's Nigeria, it's the money that belongs to Nigeria. So they do whatever they like.
Nigerian citizen. Are you a citizen?
So
are you a citizen? Can you enter this
I understand what
hospital
you're
as
saying.
a citizen?
I understand what you're saying. It's free. It's free for those Nigerian politicians because it is not their money in the first place. So they do whatever they like. But it's a very expensive hospital for an ordinary person to come to. You can't even afford it. Okay, now my point is that I was looking at this hospital when we came here. What was going through my mind was this. If there was leadership, something like this would be in different parts of Nigeria. This man would have created something like this in Nigeria.
Times 20.
Yes.
Times 30.
Yes.
Times 50. Times 70. Each
Yes.
state would have 2, 3 places like this. How many do they have now?
They will loot, steal the money, and at the end of the day, they will come and use that money and spend it abroad. Spend it abroad.
When this man was ill, we were never told what ailed him. Now he's dead. Will we be told what killed him? Nigeria saved him. It's killing us. This is the London Clinic, where it's saving those perpetrators of the greatest fraud known to man. That one which keeps you enslaved. If you like, take action. If you don't like, take action. Whichever way it is. But question yourself. When your children are sick, when your parents are sick, what hospital do they go to in that contraption? That place called Nigeria. Where do they go? Is it the same London Clinic? On that note, well, this is a short one, with vigor and militancy. We say take it back.
Action.
We say take it back.
Action.
We say take it back.
Action.
Action.
No
going back.
Brilliant. Nigerians in Nigeria have been conditioned to accept all these things. There is nothing you can say to them, nothing. And guess what? It is even worse. When you meet people who agrees with you that, man, this is so wrong, this is bad, don't go to bed and think they are actually genuinely opposed to it. No, they're not. In my own 10-year career of discussing, exposing the actions, the inactions, and what have you of these rogues in Nigeria, I have come across a lot of people and I've learned a lot. There are most people who will agree with you that this is wrong. They are agreeing simply because they are not benefiting from it. The moment they get closer, they will have an explanation for you why. Like people like Femi Okono Adesina explaining to us why Buhari has been using London Clinic. Like, are you for real? You know, he's an upright man. He's not a thief. He didn't steal and all that. And that is coming from a thief. Somebody who stole the entire Nigeria here, who scammed the whole country. Somebody who was supposed to have been like a memory right now. If Nigeria was a real country, this person would be a memory now that you probably would be seeing his image as, wait, nobody this legal be that. Say, no, but that guy is there shoot by firing squad. The one that did the Nigeria air scam. But see him telling us about Buhari.
Well, that is their perspective with maximum respect. The president cannot micromanage every managing director of an agency, every minister, every head of agency. You know, I mean, it's almost impossible. But the fact that, the truth is that he is in touch and on top of his game at all times. Like I said, if you are off tangent, he will bring you back on course. He had a core belief. Like I said, he's a social democrat. The welfare of the people are at his heart, and he carried on like that. I think whoever you are as a leader, you know, you'll find people who will make a critique of your style of leadership. That is normal. That's very normal. I mean, he's a human being. He could err. But the sum of it is that in the majority, people would thumb up for him, especially looking at the challenges that he had. And he had a fantastic team. Almost nearly everybody that is doing there during his time was working very hard, given the challenges that the country was going through at the time. So I honestly believe that his leadership style, to give you an assignment, to give you the terms of reference, and to watch you, not to interfere, but then to manage you when you're going off tangent, I think is a good style. I mean, think about someone who is always thinking his boss is behind his head. You can't even think straight. And we could see it. I mean, he is heading the executive arm of government, there is judiciary, there is National Assembly. He never interfered in any that I can remember. And within the executive, once you are able to prove that you are on course with the objective of government at the time, and you carry on, he will let you be. I give you one example. I went to him, I said, Mr. President, I am from Abuja runway. There are lots of potholes. Is disaster waiting to happen? Some aircraft have broken their landing gear, on that, and I want to close it. All he said is, Hadi planned very well. And he allowed me, and the entire country said it was impossible, but we delivered it within budget, within time. Ditto also with Enugu Airport runway. Ditto also with Maiduguri Airport. If he had interfered, like the National Assembly at the time kicked against it, I spent well over 34 hours trying to convince the National Assembly. But he gave me the go-ahead. Please proceed. So long as you're very sure of what you're doing, and you have convinced me, you've convinced the council, please proceed. And I did it. What if he had been calling me up? I wouldn't have delivered that project within budget, within time of 6 weeks, which people said it was impossible. We also delivered Enugu within time. We also delivered Maiduguri within time. And so many other projects. I mean, which I'm sure you have it on your records. So also other sectors. Think about it. If he said that,
I don't know about you, but watching that guy actually really, really sort of like, irritates me. And you know why? Is that somebody like that, if he appears on any TV station anywhere, right, he would expect the media or the guys who are going to engage him to come with something that is not just what he's saying, something that is worthy of questioning, like spending over 185 billion naira on a bogus national carrier. They went as far as hiring Ethiopian airline to put sticker Nigeria Air on their own aircraft, flew them to Nigeria, called journalists, took pictures, and they were congratulating themselves that Nigeria Air is here now, Nigeria Air, Nigeria Air. Then immediately after the camera was off, the light off, the Ethiopian aircraft flew back to Ethiopia, removed the sticker, and quickly took the passenger to India. And this guy did that, and he sat there comfortably to tell you about Buhari, how Buhari allowed him to do all of that. He's not in jail. Tifnumbu dragged him back earlier, and they said they were investigating him, but no, there's no investigation, nothing. And those are the characters that you'll be seeing on your TV in Nigeria right now, telling you about how Buhari was a great leader. Criminals. Criminals, even though this one don't convert. But before now he's also sending his own, what do you call it? His own tribute to Buhari. Same Buhari.
Buhari has wasted Nigerians' time for 8 years. He has employed people, he has appointed people who failed, and he kept on extending their period in office. That's very wrong. He has accused all governments of corruption and pilferings, all the ills of Nigeria. He accused all the previous government. Here, his government has proven one of the worst in the history of Nigeria. So, to our leaders, Nigeria can be a united nation. Nigeria can be a prosperous nation if you lead with the fear of God and with a determination and commitment to fulfill your pledges.
The fear of God. The fear of God. Okay. He had none. So those who were his foot soldiers who helped him to perpetuate the killings of Nigerians, there are those you are going to see on your TV anyway, telling you about how Buhari was your greatest leader. And right now, before we even get to the part of national, what do you call they call it national mourning, and at the same time, they are already adding it to Tifnumbu's achievements for giving Buhari the best burial. We are coming to that. Omoyele Sowore, as one of the victims of Buhari, if Buhari and his gang got their way, Sowore would be dead by now. And all of you know that. In one instance where they tried to actually inject him after locking him up in the DSS detention for a very long time. And why did they lock Sowore up? Hashtag revolution now. Sowore was charged for treason. They charged him with treason for using the hashtag revolution now. They said hashtag revolution now was to overthrow Buhari. And in that regard, Sowore was treated like, I don't know how to describe it. And on one occasion, for their disregard for the rule of law, disregard for the judiciary, inside courtroom, they attempted to inject Omoyele Sowore with a strange substance that till tomorrow, no one could explain why they had to do this under Buhari. On top waiting, because Omoyele Sowore and other Nigerians were exercising their fundamental human right, the right to peaceful association, the right to free expression, and all of that, right? Buhari turned his gun on Nigerians. Over 800 Nigerians were slaughtered in a space of 1 week. The height of it was that of Lekki massacre. Buhari gave the order to the military to shoot and kill Nigerians and then denied it. Those are the highlights of his reign. And Nigeria is no money. For those that his government affected, for those who lost their parents, do you understand that Buhari was actually supposed to come in and you were not supposed to hear about any terrorism again? Not like there can be crime, right? Crimes that the police and the rest of them will be able to manage or handle. The reason why Egbere Jolantan was chased away by these guys was because they said they were going to stop Boko Haram. But when Buhari was leaving, Many children have become orphans. Women have become, widow. Men have become widowers, and a whole family generation have been wiped off by the Fulani terrorists, the Boko Haram, ISWAP, Lakurawa, and God knows what other ones you have there. Now we have, before we used to have Alaji Shekau. Remember Alaji Shekau? That's how he praises himself. He praised himself. He said, Alaji Shekau. Then the faction between all these terrorists broke out, and Alaji Shekau was killed. After him, we now have more than 20 different terrorist warlords scattered all over Nigeria as we speak. And the chunk of that is controlled by the Fulani terrorists, who have actually set up camps across the southern part of Nigeria, the middle belt part of Nigeria, and continue to send the message that it will only take them a go for them to wipe all of us out. We hear that all the time. Locals have been told face to face by these terrorists that they just feel sorry for them, that the day they are going to come for them, and they will come for them. And nothing will happen after that as well. Under Buhari. No wonder even in his own state, Katsina, the same state, you are going to see a lot of crowd today. But when they hear this death, the news of his death, children know.
Allah dai kwari. Hi.
So for your information, that was somewhere in Daura, in their Katsina state. Buhari Yamutu, Buhari don't die, Buhari don't die, Buhari don't die. Everybody's celebrating, happy like that. They are not mourning. They're supposed to be crying like, oh my God, the great leader just died. Oh my God. Because you know why? It is only the criminals who benefited from the the murderer that are always going to try to force it down your throat and say, oh, he's a good man. He cared for all of you. How did he care for them? APC, Egbekegbe in 2015, they were campaigning, telling everybody that there were over 10 million out of school children in northern Nigeria. But guess what? By the time Buhari was done, not a single school, not one single school, like this one school was built for any of these children in northern part of Nigeria for 8 years. 8 years. Think about that. So by the time Buhari was done, APC, Egbekegbe, the out-of-school children in Nigeria right now is now put at 22.2 million. Approximately 23 million out-of-school children in Nigeria right now. That is more than the population of at least, in some countries in the world, though, that's more than the population of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 countries combined. There are countries with 500,000 people, by the way. Do you understand? And we have countries with the population of 200,000 as well. Anyway, more children are now out of school. The terrorists, and they now have enough recruitment base. Children are being recruited into different arms of terrorism in Nigeria. Man, it is a never-ending cycle. No thanks to Buhari. But for this Kwakwansop's ally, and that is what's his name again, Bulama, because he said he has forgiven him. You know what I mean? in his words. Why? Listen to this.
Well, thank you very much. I received the news of his passing on just less than an hour after he died.